Welcome to Senior Solutions. I'm your host, Karen Halloran, and today we have also hosting Victoria Benevides. We're from Fall River Jewish Home. And this morning we have on Dr. Restituyo. He is our medical director at Fall River Jewish Home. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us, Dr. Restituyo. Just wanted to ask you a few questions. What made you interested in coming to the Fall River Jewish Home as our medical director?
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Victoria. It was actually like a natural flow. I was just following some friends like you, some of the are nice people at the Jewish Fall River, but I was just trying to work with people that I like and people that care about the community. So I guess that was the real reason. Yeah.
That's great.
Well,
you do a great job.
Thank you.
Certainly, we do appreciate having you. And also, let's talk about that you have your team.
Yeah.
You do have. Can you list, the ACO providers?
I think we're very lucky at Fall River Jewish. We have a team of four providers, and maybe our I guess how do you call that, our people that are watching this show may not be familiar with exactly how we do things in long-term care in nursing homes, but it can be a challenge to see a physician, a nurse practitioner in a nursing home because of multiple reasons, but we'll leave that for another day. But anyway, we have 4 providers, and we are actually proud to provide almost daily visits to Fall River Jewish, which is something that we are very proud of. It is not easy to gather a team and coordinate the visit. Victoria can speak to that, and accomplishing all that under DPA supervision and making sure all the regulations are met. So I think I proudly can say that we are doing a great job making sure our residents are being seen, I would say, in a daily basis at Fall River Jewish.
Yes, we definitely have that with your team, and we are very thankful that you do come out during the week, and you all have your day, so it covers us through the week. And it's very important for the community to know that we do have the medical director. We also have another doctor, Sarah Jensick. We also have Cindy Ling, that's our nurse practitioner, and we have Taylor Pacheco, that is the new addition, right?
That's right. I forgot to mention their names.
Yes. So can you speak about this new program that Taylor is providing the Jewish Home to keep, our residents healthy, the long term, and then also the short term that's coming in on the cardiac from the hospitals?
So, it turns out that, being in a nursing home is a challenge, and a lot of our patients really they're looking at themselves as a transitioning from the hospital to getting some physical exercise and physical therapy and then home. It's not a place that we want to stay, per se, right? But there is a necessity for us, and I think we do a good job. But having said that, if we look at the reasons why we sometimes fail transitioning the patients from the nursing homes back to their houses, right? So, and we look at what is the reason, why will any resident move from the nursing home instead of going home, going back to the hospital, right? So, and I will summarize this in 2 main diagnoses. Number 1 is congestive heart failure, which is a fail of our heart as a pump. That's one big reason as it is right now. And the second one will be any respiratory problems. That will be anything between pneumonias and stuff like that. So we thought it would be a very good idea to implement what we do in the hospital as a program for congestive heart failure, do it in the nursing home so patients will not have to move back to the hospital to get the care that they need, because that's historically considered acute level of care. So we are doing that now in Fall River Jewish, and with the help of Taylor, we make sure people can breathe accordingly, that they don't gain weight, and there's so many other little things that we do medically wise. But the idea for us is that we are going to, I guess we're running out of time here, but anyway, so the idea is that we can provide the level of care that is normally given or historically has been given in the hospital. Now we can do it for RiverJewish.
Yes, it's definitely well needed. We
Yeah.
do see a lot of patients coming in with CHF. It could be their diet, like you
Yeah.
said. There's multiple comorbidities,
Yeah.
you know, in the medical of that affects that, and we are seeing that more and more. And as we develop a few new programs at the Fall River Jewish Home, we are looking at a cardiac program in the near future. But we're also providing a few things there as well that to maintain. Like you said, the resident comes in and then goes home.
Yeah.
You know, certainly. Also, I'd like to mention you have a specialty, and that is very important because a lot of people like to hear, okay, so what is your specialty?
Yeah.
And we know, and
That
can
is
you
right.
talk about that?
I used to feel a little, it was awkward for me to say it before. I'm older now, to say that I'm a geriatrician, which means that I take care of people, I used to say, way older than myself. That was when I was younger. So I like to say that. To me, it used to be 65. Now I think that's more like 90, I think so, because they're way older than me. I'm getting old. So anyway, so that's my specialty. I feel, I guess, well, let me just tell you a little bit. I know I'm giving you long answers, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But the idea is that when I was in my, I was like, I don't know, maybe 19, 18, early med school, I was taking care of my grandparents, and one of them had Alzheimer's, and I was very involved into just as a family. So I developed that sort of compassion, sort of care early, and I was sort of, I didn't know that I was providing, medical care. I was just, the grandson. But anyway, so that's how I got exposed to debilitated, medically challenged patients. And when I finished my med school, I thought that was a very good idea to keep doing that, and it's been fantastic. I spent 70% of my week doing geriatric care in nursing homes, and 30% of my time doing all the good stuff in Rhode Island, Providence, which is not the topic of this conversation, but yeah, so that's what I do most of the days. That's what makes me very happy. When I can help a debilitated elderly patient, I go home and I feel better, and I guess that's my mission in life.
Yes, you're a very busy man. We're
I
very
am.
fortunate to have you here today.
Yeah.
Certainly.
I have a pretty busy agenda, but it's okay. So as you may know by now, I have 2 daughters. I want to put that there. And they're making everything now everything just makes more sense.
Fantastic.
I just wanted to say that.
You know what I wanted to ask you is,
Yeah.
how long have you been at Fall River Jewish Home as the medical director?
Oh man, that's a good question. I would say August 2022.
Yes.
Give or
Okay.
take, yeah. That would be, I think so, right?
Yes.
Victoria can double check.
Yes.
She hired me, so.
Well, I'm so glad you joined us. Thank you for hiring him, Victoria.
Yeah, did a good job.
Okay. Well, I'd like to end the show with
Ooh.
3 questions. So, you can tell us a fun fact about you. It can be anything.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I can tell you this, to connect my daughter with this, I would highly recommend people to take their loved one and go to a trampoline park. It's amazing. It is really, you just feel like a kid again. Well, you gotta jump in the trampoline. You gotta be careful.
And get all the energy out.
Exactly, and it's just you just leave that place feeling. Obviously, you do it with your loved one. I do it with my daughter Leah, and it's just a fun thing I do. Yeah.
So to sum up, you
Trampoline.
like jumping at the
I
trampoline
do.
park.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what I do when I have time.
So the second question,
Yeah.
we love pets on this show.
Yeah.
Do you have any animals?
I do. My animals are not as fun as they may sound, but I have what I think is a very decent koi pond.
Oh.
And I like koi fishes.
Oh, they're
I love them.
beautiful.
They're
Yes,
not
they
cheap
are.
though. They are
Yeah.
very high. They are very expensive, but
maintenance.
they are. I didn't know that,
Beautiful.
especially with the winter. But I love them. I just this idea of going back home and just watch them and maybe I don't know, maybe a little glass of wine at the end of the day. I highly recommend that. Yeah, it's very relaxing. Yeah.
And one last thing, it
Yeah.
is starting to be summertime.
Yeah.
Do you have any travel plans?
That's right. I am going to Aruba with my daughter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. She invited me. She said
definitely
she's going to pay for it.
Oh, good.
I know. It's only
Well, you
four.
have to enjoy it because you do work hard, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're at the Fall River
Yeah.
Jewish Home as the medical director, and then,
Yeah.
of course, you have the ACO program, and then, of course, you have your medical grade spa as well in
Yeah.
Providence.
You got to balance. You got
Which
to
is
balance life.
the name is.
It's Anti-Aging and Laser Institute.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's a fun little office. It's
So at the end, what we'll do is we'll flash your information. So
Yeah.
if anybody wants to get in touch with you for the wonderful med
Yeah.
spa or just anything else about the Fall River Jewish
Yeah.
Home, they'll be able to do so at the end of the
Sure,
show.
yeah. Instagram is the best way to reach out to us.
Okay.
Instagram is just my name. And, I think it's Irving Restituyo, and that's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we'll put that
Yeah,
up at
that's
the
right.
end.
I also would like to say at the Fall River Jewish Home, whoever would like a personal tour, please, you can certainly call me on my work cell. It is 508-971-9453. We'd love to have you visit our home. And thank you again, Dr.
Thank you so
Restituyo.
much, guys.
Thank you
This
so
was
much for coming
my
on the
pleasure.
show. You're a
Nope.
wealth of knowledge in your field.
Thank you. Thank
And
you
I'd
so much.
just like to thank everybody for tuning in today. Until next time, have a great day.